Everyone, and welcome to the MMOs.com podcast. This is episode 24, and I'm Altai, joined by...
Omer.
Big Grumble.
Shurelia.
And here we are, Biggest Grumble. It is after Halloween. So how was everyone's Halloween this week, guys?
Spooky. Unmemorable.
Yeah, unmemorable. Come on, it's Halloween. You gotta feel the spirit.
I am feeling no spirits.
There's no spirit here, dude. Like, I had 2 kids come to my door, like, literally 2.
That's
That's
it?
true. I didn't
That's
see
it,
many
2.
trick-or-treaters
Literally
this year.
2.
Shoot, did you get them some crazy Japanese candy?
No, it's just like caramel apple pops, you know, the good shit, you know?
So you weren't at the house that cheapens out. You gave the good shit.
Oh, yeah.
They give the caramel apple pops, you know? This is good
Damn.
shit. Dude, I have a really good Halloween story. So, back when I used to live in a different city, like, it was a little bit more ghetto than like, I live in a nice area now, but I used to live somewhere kind of ghetto, and there used to be, you know they have those punk ass, like, 18-plus-year-old, like, kids that, like, they don't come in a costume, you know what I mean? They just, like, come there and they're just like,
That was
my
me.
candy, right?
Give me some-
that was you. You know what
That
I
was
fucking
me.
did, dude? You know what I fucking did?
What'd you do?
I cut out like a stack of Wendy's coupons, and I gave them to, like, the fucking kids that didn't, like, if you were not wearing a costume, I had the bowl of candy, right? I was giving out, and I had pretty good candy too, right? So I'm giving them, like, the good shit, had some of that Japanese candy in there.
Ooh.
And then when there was, like, the punk ass kids, I gave to all the costume kids, and then I didn't give anything to the kids that didn't have a costume. And I reached over, I had my little basket filled with coupons. I put it in their little bags.
You should give it like super
Coupons?
coupons.
Oh,
Even more
no.
troll.
No, dude, probably the worst one was I ran out of candy at one point at the old place, and I gave a kid like a fucking can of spam because I had nothing else.
That's funny. Just making it can't spam.
Dude, that's worth way more than candy, dude. It's like $3.
I know, but what's a kid gonna do with a
Right?
can of spam? He's gonna throw that
I
shit
don't
away.
know, you could eat
He's
it
gonna
with
put it in
parents
his
or something,
apocalypse bunker.
Yeah, right? His zombie bug out bunker.
He's got his.
Yes,
Wow.
how awesome was it when you went to a house as a kid and you got like a full bar of Snickers as your Halloween candy? Not like that fun-sized crap, all right? The full bar. That was like the
that was
big
legit.
fail.
There was an old lady that gave out like dollar bills, like straight up.
Oh wow, get that money.
What?
Yeah.
That's kind of
You
weird.
buy the full candy bar.
Yeah,
I
she
like
just
it.
gave out candy. She just had like
That
a
was
like a
that was the
stack of
stripper's house. That's why you got dollar
Stack
bills.
of dollar
You didn't have time to
bills,
buy candy.
That was a stripper's house. I like Gumby's
Get some
analysis of
greasy
that.
dollar bills.
Oh, that's a good idea, though. I might do $2 bills one year when I'm old.
So,
That would be
so what are
pretty
your
baller
what,
on your part.
We
so
had
I
a,
think
yeah, we had a lot of people, a lot of kids. We weren't the ones answering the door and giving the candy, but we heard the doorbell go off pretty often.
so you didn't participate. You just
No.
were a spectator.
My
in
my
Halloween.
Halloween festivities included playing the Halloween candy game on Google. All right, Shu linked me
Oh, that was
that.
fun.
Oh, dude, yeah, we played the hell out of that game.
Shu and I played like back and forth for a while. So you get the highest score in the candy. What was it called? The candy cup.
Yeah, who's team green?
Yeah, I'm going to play
Team
that right
green?
now.
Shu and I.
Represent-
Shu and I were on
represent
Team
Team
Green.
Green.
Just search on Google candy cup Google. You'll find it. You can show the viewers. It was pretty fun actually because. First of all, the art style was actually really good. All right, I mean, I should do a first look for the candy cup right here. All right, it was a solid experience. And if nobody else has played it, if you haven't played it, take a look right now.
I'm doing it right now. Oh, it's so loud, though.
Yeah.
So what are you guys like? What were your best Halloween costumes?
Well, I was the god of wine, Dionysius. And my nipples were just like freezing, when you wear a toga. I don't know how they did it, the Greeks. They just can't cover it completely.
That's pretty.
So I was
nerdy,
quite
dude.
cold. Well, you think that's nerdy? Then I was Commander Riker from Star Trek. So I had
I like it.
two costumes. Riker was a good one, nice and simple. You just take a red shirt. I went to Google, I downloaded the emblem, taped that right on there, costume.
Holy shit!
Good to
Wait,
go.
just a red shirt. You didn't have the black.
So did you
have,
actually look
that
like
black-
Riker, or did you actually just look like a red shirt?
No, I looked like a red shirt getting ready to die.
Oh,
But
But
that's what I was
doesn't it have like the black at the top
Shoot,
though? Like,
shoot. No one's gonna notice that, alright? So
what?
Isn't that a new version? Has the black on top?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
It does.
I think it's all next gen where they have the little
Oh.
black shirt. We tried doing it, right? I bought some cloth and we were gonna tape that on too. It looked horrible. We took it right off.
Yeah.
How about you, Omer?
Well, I dressed up as I think I nailed my costume as Remo Tay from MMOs.com. I nailed his
that is a-
voice.
that is a
nailed the
spooky
Oh
costume.
wow!
All right, it was.
Wow,
it
that
was
is
literally
cop out
perfect.
costume of the year.
Okay, now
Yeah, you get a Wendy's coupon, Omer.
Oh shit! Yeah, I have to seize this moment, guys, for the ultimate transition. All right.
Go ahead, please.
Do it.
Star Trek Online Season 11.
I knew it. I knew that was coming.
Because Sean mentioned this Star Trek costume.
Yes.
So take a look at the trailer. I mean, if anything, they make some pretty cool trailers. All right. It's not a
Gotta
game
give it
I
to-
really played too much, but Erhan and I are Star Trek nerds, and I know Sean probably is too, right?
You really
I like
doubt
Star
me?
Trek.
We had a contest at the diner. Maybe you weren't there that time.
Who's the biggest nerd?
Yeah, it wasn't me actually, it was Aaron. He was the one giving the questions.
Oh, wow.
He was quizzing you guys on the contracts between like the Federation and the Romulans. Like,
It was Deep Space Non-quiz, so it was
Oh.
tough. It was a tough
I
one.
like Deep Space Nine was good.
Okay, guys. Question for Shu and Sean, because I know everyone will get it. What was the name of Deep Space Nine when the Kardashians controlled it?
I'm not gonna remember.
It's relevant to this video, by the way, because this video
It is Deep Space Nine. I see that.
It's set on Deep Space Nine. There's a new mission on Deep Space Nine here. You guys don't know?
I know.
I know everyone knows.
I'm not gonna remember. No.
It is a while ago.
You guys suck.
What
Worst
is it?
Trekkies I've heard of.
It's been so long.
Tarok Nor?
Terok Nor, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I never would have got that. Isn't Star Trek Online a perfect world game?
It is. It's a cryptic game, but they're owned by Perfect World.
Owned by Perfect World.
Yeah.
All right, so 10 out of 10. Obviously.
It's still going pretty strong too. I mean, they're on their 11th update over here, so they're making that
Wow.
money.
It's nice when you see a game that's still getting updates. 'Cause a lot of updates just kind of fall off the track, and I think that consistent updates, it shows the developers care. And to have the second Ultimate transition, Skyforge
Whoa!
also just got another update. And it's
Ooh.
too bad I wasn't prepared for this transition, but Omer, you just sparked my interest. And one day we're all going to get MMOs.com keyboards, so no one will have to hear us clacking away. But it seems like every other week Skyforge is releasing an update, and while I haven't played in a bit, this one tied in with the Evil Pumpkin Festival, it looks like.
Oh, did they have a
Here's the
trailer?
video. Yeah, I like that.
I was trying to get the trailer. It's very difficult to type quietly on my mechanical keyboard.
Why did you
My
guys
very
stop playing
sensitive
Skyforge?
microphone.
You guys were really into that game, and you guys just stopped playing it all of a sudden.
Too many games.
There are.
It's always like that when there's too many games. You have too many options. It's sometimes honestly, it's not good to have too many options.
I
Like
agree.
back when you were a kid, there was only like one SNES game you get a week. You'd play the shit out of it no matter what, even if it sucked. But
It's
I'm liking
true.
this trailer. The costumes look really cool, don't they?
They do.
So that's
I
what
love
they
the
nailed.
Halloween events.
Halloween events, they're
I
nice.
think Halloween events are my favorite events in any MMORPG.
I think any MMO, a lot of MMOs do a pretty good job, like capturing the events, the holidays with little events. It gives a reason to mix things up.
The game that I played, their event like failed horribly, but it was like something everyone was happy about. It's kind of weird.
What was it? What game?
Well, it's Figure and Order, but the thing is every time they have a maintenance, they apologize to everybody by giving everyone cash up currency.
Ooh,
That's
that's
nice.
actually really nice.
Yeah.
So the thing is like when it was like the servers were breaking down, like normally you're like, fuck you guys, your server sucks so bad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But for me, I was like, dude, I hope your servers like crash like fucking hell. I hope their game doesn't come up for 2 days, right? And they just kept crashing. The servers kept fucking up. They kept releasing hot fixes that like broke even more shit. And so like I got like they probably gave out like I want to say like at least $30 in cash up currency to like everybody. Like
I like that a lot
Account
because,
wide.
like, honestly, people do get pissed off when servers go down. But if they reward people like for their patience with cash up currency, it's awesome because it's actually worth something. I hate when they give like these token items as a gesture and the items suck. Like so many games do that. with
Junk
the most
loot.
useless yeah, they might as well be giving you junk loot. All right.
not only that, it gives you a taste, right? If you're
Yeah.
if you're a free to play player, you get that little taste, you know.
You get addicted. Okay.
It's like the the
your
the
dealer giving you the first
dealer,
freebie.
the dealer. Yeah.
It's really smart, I think.
But then you're not mad at them is the important part, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, here's some cash up currency. You're like, oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Games,
Oh, cool.
old MMOs used to do that too. If they had like maintenance, they would give you free game time. I remember WoW
What-
did it a lot.
But the problem with that,
Very
it's
much.
like quite literally linked to it. The game is down for like a day. Like they owe you a day, don't they?
Well, I mean, they would usually be generous and give you more than
Yeah.
than they took, I guess.
Yeah.
On that
But
note, I remember MMOs.com server went down like about 2 months ago, and it was down for about like 6 hours.
Wow.
And they're like, we're going to credit you for like the time it was down. I'm like, no. I want more than that. All right. So the lesson is, you bitch on Twitter publicly to them, and they'll email
Always
you
bitch
saying,
on
please
Twitter.
stop bitching at us. We'll give you anything you want.
It's true.
did
it's
they
very
really
true.
email you saying,
Yeah.
please stop
This,
bitching?
this also works in restaurants in real life, by the way.
But that's more douchey. I feel like complaining on Twitter is like a socially accepted form of being like douchey.
What else is Twitter used for anyway besides complaints? I really haven't figured out a purpose.
They gave us a free $100, by the way, our host,
Nice.
towards credit, which was like a month worth of
Wow.
hosting. So that was awesome.
The MMOs.com business strategy. Complain.
Thank you, our host,
I
WP
pro-
Engine.
I propose a new segment in the podcast. It's called Trailer of the Week. So each link our favorite trailer of the week.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, for this week, we should make it Halloween related, I would say, since
Ooh.
there are so many Halloween events.
I mean,
And
I
I'm
got a
gonna.
Halloween one. I got one.
All right, sure. Hit us up with your Halloween trailer of
Go
the
ahead,
week
Boom.
Stu.
on this new
Devil's
announced
Blood. I've been
segment.
playing this game. So it's questionable if this game is an MMO or not. We had a debate about it, right, Omer?
There is no chance.
if we're talking about it, it's an MMO.
no,
What do you guys think of that?
This is not. an
That's
MMO.
pretty good. We are MMOs.com.
I do like the graphics though in this game. The trailer looks cool.
It's really fun. I've been playing it a lot with like Django and like a bunch of other people, and it's so funny because it really gives you that like horror movie feel.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was like screaming on my mic earlier because like I was like there's a dead guy. So imagine it's like I'm in the sewers, right? There's like a dead guy lying on the floor. I'm like shit, there's a dead guy here, right? So I walk up to him and he's still alive. So I'm like reviving him, right? I revive him and he's up and I'm like, what happened, dude? He's like the fucking demon. He's here. I'm like, what were you talking about? And I look to the side, the fucking demon starts running, and I start screaming. I'm like, ah! And me and him were just both fucking booking it. Oh my god, it's
Oh, this
so
seems
funny.
so cool. It's so I'm just watching the trailer. It's for my first time seeing it. So it says 1 versus 11, a murder mystery. So
Okay, so the way it works is there's 6 teams, right?
6
So it's
teams. Okay.
there's two people on each team, so there's a total of 12, right?
Okay.
One person at random is the murderer.
That is amazing. I love it
So
already.
the rest of the people, your job is you're trapped in a mansion. You are given these clues, and you have to try to find these objects.
Mm-hmm.
And if you find all the objects, you can escape the mansion, and your team wins. Right?
That is really cool.
The devil's job is he has multiple ways to win. One, he can just find the clues and win, right?
Mm-hmm.
2, he can kill everybody and win, or he can work with his partner who is not the murderer, and you can help people like, oh, help me find this thing, right? They find all the stuff, you shank them in the back, you steal all
you
of their
steal it
shit.
all. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. True and I were talking about this earlier, but there's this fundamental problem with this game, and it's gonna it's gonna reveal itself not right away within a month.
Can I
The
guess?
problem is, yeah, you can guess, Sean.
Is it the player base?
No,
No,
the
it's
clues.
Oh, because everyone's gonna know the clues. and
You'll know
whatever.
all the cool items are. If you play the game for like a week, you have an unbelievable advantage. You know exactly where to go for all the clue items.
It
You
doesn't
grab
change.
all the.
It's not like random.
Oh no,
No, it is random.
but there's a pool of questions.
What do you mean?
Oh, there's a pool of hints, right, that lead to certain objects. So you need like 10 objects to win, right?
Yeah,
Or something
but so that's, but I feel like that's only a small part of the game. So like that is part of the game, is like you have to travel to these locations. Like the thing is like, how do you travel to that location? Like, how are you gonna sneak through certain areas that are like highly populated? Because you there's actually a sneak function where you can walk slower and like nobody can hear you because you can hear, and all the voice chat in the game is what's called it's proximity based. So
yeah.
like the further a person is, it's a little bit quieter when you hear them talk.
That's really cool.
And it's also location based. So if you're wearing like stereo headphones, you can hear if a person's to your right or to your left, right? If you're running, it's really loud, and you also have a chance of tripping if you run all the time.
Okay, so I have a
if
question.
Yeah,
Is it free or how much does it cost?
it's $10 right now.
$10
There's a
for one
Steam
copy?
sale. Yes.
Oh, that's too much. I would want to do it in-house and have like 12 copies. So,
I have a lot of friends that already play it. So if you wanna
okay.
try that with us,
I'll wait till it's on the Humble Bundle, guys.
yeah, I'll wait till it's $1 and then I'll play it.
I think Sean asked them for some keys and got like a.
I got an automated response.
Oh, those jerks.
So I'm already a bit turned off,
I think sure already wins though, because this is on point with Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah.
and it's a really cool concept. I think. At least.
But it's not an MMO. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out.
Why? It's 12 players online.
It's not an MMO. There's no persistent element.
Is
Yeah,
Counter-Strike
it's
an MMO with 5-on-5?
You have cosmetic elements,
Counter-Strike has
persistent cosmetic
persistent.
elements. Yes.
Yeah.
There's using the super data definition. And
It's
the
more
article
massive
Sean wrote,
like a Counter-Strike match.
Oh, it wasn't just it was the enhanced Super Data Edition.
It was
Let's get that right.
based on Sean's definition of what an MMO is. This does not fall under any of the definitions. Where you need some persistent element to be an
It's
MMO.
lacking.
I actually talked to one of the devs of Devil's Bluff, and because I randomly partnered with him. Did I tell you about this, Sean?
Yeah. Oh, not Sean.
No.
Okay, Sean, so I randomly partnered with this guy in Devil's Bluff, right? So it turns out he was one of the devs, and like I was actually talking to him about it, and I was like, you guys should add some persistent elements, and I was like, this game's kind of like price high, you know? And he's like, oh, you know, somebody tweeted that at us, that the game was kind of like price high. So I kind of realized what it
That
was.
was
I was
me.
like, you mean MMOs.com? He's like, yeah, MMOs.com.
Yeah, I
I
tweeted
was
at him
cracking up so hard.
That's
based on
funny.
what you told me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well,
I mean,
I have
it's a cool
to.
game. It's it seems interesting.
I have to
Alright.
contend for best trailer here,
Alright,
moving
let's see it.
in some other MMOs news, and that would be Ark Survival Evolved. Put out their own Halloween trailer called Ark Fear Evolved. And I haven't been playing recently, but the trailer to me was so well done. You got skeleton dinosaurs right out of the Natural History Museum wandering the island. The dodos are back.
And they
I
got
just-
witch
I love how self-aware and charming this game is. It's just everything they do just feels, humorous, just like Rust. And
Humorous?
it is the
like the bone.
like the bone,
Humorous.
yeah, like the humor bone. See,
Oh, that's so cool.
this is a
It's
really
like a natural
well done
history
trailer.
museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the music was
How
perfect too.
did they do
So-
this though? Like, that must have been expensive, like
Skin
art
it?
wise.
Oh.
So I have a theory with Ark. Right, they released the game, and I think they released it with all their updates done a month or so in advance of when they knew they were going to release them, because they have consistently put out a new dino each week. I think they had this plan since the summer. They
That's
knew
smart,
exactly what they
though.
were doing. Because
That is
that
smart.
keeps the game interesting, and that also warrants the price tag, I think, because the developers have been constantly pushing out new. Now, the one thing about it, though, is that the neuro updates are like this, or new dinosaurs. I haven't seen much in the way of improving performance. But I
And it's-
love this trailer. This trailer was. I was like, all right, it's Halloween. I thought it was very, very well, and it was on sale for a bit there too. I think it's off sale now, but if you like survival games, Ark is.
I think that's
Before-
definitely the benefit of being on like an engine like Unreal. Like if you know how to do the art, you can churn it out. You know, like you don't.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You know, Gumby, I thought you brought up an interesting point there, that like the fact that they keep releasing updates kind of keeps their price strong, right? Because a lot of games that don't do that, like their price rapidly drops right after the release.
Mhm.
But with Ark's been staying pretty strong. There's been a sale here and there. I mean, there's a sale right now, but
Yeah, $20.
It's still staying strong at 20. You know what I mean? It's not dropping to like 15.
it's one of the most played games on Steam.
Yeah.
It's also the first successful dinosaur survival game, because the previous game, which was like, I remember it got removed from Steam because the developers kind of conned people. It was like you were a caveman and running around, and I remember it was a big disappointment. But no one
Wait,
else has done it.
How did they get conned? What happened?
I forget the full story, so I don't really want to elaborate and give a false impression. But basically, the developers made promises, people bought into the game, and then they just disappeared. so that was the essential gist. I wish I could remember the name of the game. But to transition again, Ark is one survival game, and it's part of the buy-to-play model, and you don't get many free-to-play. But Sergey Titov, is that his name?
Yeah.
His Romero's Aftermath, which is the successor to what are those scammy survival games called?
I freaking bought that game, dude. I thought it was Daisy.
Which one?
It was horrible.
Warzy?
War Z.
Yeah, War
War
Z.
Z.
Action Survival Stories. This is the spiritual
Wasted my money.
successor, and they just hit 1 million concurrent or 1 million accounts.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
counts.
concurrent, right? That would be ridiculous. But, and I'm not surprised at all. I think some people were, but it is the only free-to-play DayZ clone. And I did a grumble for this game.
It's
And I
surprising.
reviewed it.
You'd be surprised. Why aren't more of these games going free to play? Because again, if you look at Ark, I mean, the game has over 55,000 players online right now. But like these games are so popular, and like there really aren't that many free to play ones. It's really this and one other one, which is like Minecraft-esque. What's
Maybe
it called?
because War Z Unturned.
Unturned, yeah. This and Unturned are really the only free to play ones.
I think War Z spoiled it because War Z was such a big controversy at the time when it released,
Mhm.
and Sergey and all them and the whole crash market, hacking, the fiasco, that I think it spoiled it for everyone else. So they think, all right, we'll make it buy to play, so it's kind of a token of.
What was the hacking fiasco?
Did you play War Z? War Z was a hacker's paradise.
Oh, you mean
were all
the
hacking.
hackers in the game? Yeah.
I hung out with hackers. It was mad fun. I mean, it quickly lost its flavor, but I think Romero's Aftermath is going to be around for a while. And
Yeah, I
again,
agree.
people hate on it just for its reputation. And I think that's unfair. It's just a dumb DayZ clone, and it's more optimized for DayZ, that's for sure. So If you're looking for a free-to-play survival game, you really don't have to look any further than Romero's Aftermath.
Well,
I have no issue.
if you believe what Daybreak's saying, H1Z1 is supposed to be free when it releases.
Oh yeah, I think Star Citizen will release before H1Z1 goes free to play. That is never going free to play.
How long has it been out now? It's been out forever, hasn't it?
Yeah, 2 years, right? Let's say.
They keep
Is there a
promising.
game that's actually out? Like, is there a zombie survival game that is like legit? Like, this game is released?
I think 7 Days to Die, which is actually a very solid game.
But yeah, there are no free to play ones though. Then
Let me see. Yeah, that one's
Is it
25.
released already?
I don't know.
So-
Let me double check.
that's true. Some of these games are always sitting in this early access forever, and it's
Dude,
just
how long is
Nope, never mind.
like DayZ's been sitting there like forever as well, right?
The Arma 3 mod of Daisy is further along than the standalone version, and it came out way after the standalone. It's embarrassing at this point.
about this rumors aftermath. I know they put a
Yes.
press release saying they got 1 million total users, right? I mean, a lot of people have played the game, but I'm
Yeah.
not seeing it on the top list for Steam. So it has less than 2,000 concurrent users. I'm curious what the
No.
actual concurrent number is. Steam
Not sure.
charts does not tell you, which is surprising because Steam charts usually pulls up all the old games too. So they're not making the number public.
I mean, I'm sure they don't want to, just like a lot of these companies don't, because it could hurt their reputation.
But people do play it though. Clearly, it just
Clearly.
yeah, it's still impressive that they're out there, and I think
the impressive thing is the people trying it, right? So 1 million people tried it, basically. That's what the
Yeah,
number
right.
means. And since it's free, they're gonna try it.
yeah.
And I recommend trying it. If you like survival games and you just want to play DayZ, but you don't want to play a buggy, broken game, then, I see no problem with it.
Whoa! You can't say Daisy's buggy and broken, Sean. Early access, all right?
Oh yeah.
It's
Benefit of
Alright,
that.
I'm sorry. Early access.
Early access is broken and buggy.
It's the
My
biggest
fault.
cop out ever.
All right,
My
but
fault.
let's be real. I've played a few early access games, but nothing was as bad as Otherland, which is surprising because Otherland
It's on sale.
is on sale as well. It's a Halloween thing, so let me find a trailer for that too, so you can show. Because Otherland was unbelievably buggy. So here's the trailer for the game. But I did a first look video for it, and I did oh my god, this game is broken video for it. Okay, and what makes it even worse is the stupid game. The developer said basically. This release will be unprecedented. We'll be the most complete early access game out there. The most viable, most finished, most content early access game out on Steam. And it was the only one that I played that was straight up unplayable.
Don't make promises you can't keep, just like Payday 2. Don't make promises you can't keep.
I
Well-
literally had to roll 5 characters to get past the tutorial. 5.
Payday could keep their promise. They just chose not to for the market.
Okay, fair enough.
That's separate. I don't think these Otherland developers are capable of making a functioning game.
No, that game was in development hell for a while, or development purgatory.
Yeah.
And the development studios switched, and so I guess they got a half-assed product, and all right, I guess we gotta push this out.
All right, guys. Just show you guys how much of a disaster Otherland is right now. First of all, I knew from the get-go this game was a 0. Okay, straight up 0.
Wow.
Look at how many players are online in Otherland right now.
I know, I was looking earlier.
It's a buy-to-play game too.
By the way, the only reason
I
why
paid
it's
these
this
assholes
high,
$20. I regret it. I should have done a refund on Steam, but I didn't. The game is
you-
unplayable.
if you click in, you realize that there really are normally only 8, but the sale gave them an extra 10 because it's on sale.
Current players
Wait,
18.
current
Oh my
players
god.
18 in the MMO?
It's so bad. Look at the
What?
chart.
What the hell?
Click on it so you can see the chart, the
I don't
7-day
want this
chart.
embarrassing.
It gets 4 to 10 a day on average. It's only a little bit higher now because it's
That's pretty funny.
What's
It's-
sad is that this has a whole book series behind it. So you had an established lore,
Mhm.
and you could just build off that, and you could do so much because it's an MMO with an actual story.
yeah.
But I think they just rushed it. They were just tired of it, and they just push it out and try and make a quick buck, and then that's it.
It was in purgatory hell, hell,
Alright,
like you said. It's just
Now,
so
I like
crazy.
to make bets. We like
Make
to make
bets.
bets. So
I'm a wagerer.
I would like to predict. You got to name the month when Otherland goes down.
Or free to play.
But it still says it's early access.
That doesn't change
Doesn't mean
anything.
Shoot, you go straight from early access to the trash can, alright?
Yeah.
Tap before it.
To the graveyard.
Well, I'm looking at the reviews at the bottom. Oh, recommended right here.
Gumby, this game is still on your
The
wish list.
multiverse is a sweet
Yeah,
setup.
it wasn't my wish. I mean, it's sci-fi. I had to put it on my wish list.
Otherland has mostly positive. That's crazy. They paid for these reviews. I'm calling it.
I think they did fix it up after that first week.
It was
But the bug you
unplayably
experienced
bad.
was gone, but they shouldn't have released it.
How does a game have 238 positive reviews but only 8 players online?
They paid for them. I'm calling it.
I mean,
Troll reviews, and I'm sure you can pay for
Okay,
reviews
if you
too.
read,
Yeah,
if you if you read the reviews, right? I'm looking at the top, like, wait, there's one guy who reviewed has 2 reviews. Other guy's got 1 review, 1 review, 1 review, 1
Oh.
review.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole
okay.
first page of reviews are got people that. Oh, keep going. They're all 1 reviews. Look.
Yep.
How can I tell one?
It says it under their name.
Yeah, take a look. They're all 1 reviews. They paid for these reviews.
Yeah.
Like, come on. It's so obvious.
Oh my god, read this one. This one by Packet Burst 58.
It's
Other
good.
Land is some of my first online RPG. I truly like the gameplay. It's entirely simple to learn and difficult to ace.
Ace,
The sound
baby.
is great.
Ace.
Fits
Ace of
the
spades.
sci-fi environment. This sounds
Oh my
this sounds
God,
like a
it's
purchase review, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
These
Sounds
are
like, you know what they went to? They went to Fiverr. Paid $5.
Yep.
I want to show you these I'm looking at right now. I'm going to link you right now. Here you go, with Gayozo. Like, you notice anything peculiar about these reviews? Take a look at these. Look at these 2 reviews I linked. Look, any peculiar do you guys notice?
I would like really cool MMO. Was
0
more like
hours on
Fortune.
record?
There you go. They both have 0 hours played, and they're
Damn.
both saying
Oh,
it's
yeah.
solid. Was entirely confounded toward the starting, however, did not realize what to do, but rather with little try and slip, it met expectations. Happy
Pretty
face.
sure an algorithm.
What does that mean?
Try and slip, dude.
Read it. What does this mean? Read that like to a paragraph. It's just nonsense. Like nature and the character. Same for the story, happy face. What does that mean? Like nature and the characters.
No, dude,
know what
read
it
the
means?
second one. No, read the second one, dude.
Means I want to play the game
Just
right
read
now.
it. It like doesn't even make sense.
Well, I don't have the foggiest idea about the books. I don't even read books. So
Oh, shit.
not
So
surprised.
is it
not
not
a
a
surprise.
surprise? Is it?
However, I played bunches of internet game similar to Goodness, Tesso, SDO, and some more.
Goodness.
No. Read. So what is diverse in Otherland? I think the gameplay is practically the same, and the representation are all right. Like what?
This is
I
embarrassing.
don't think Goethe could have written it any better. So
I liked instructional exercise. You can test every class before you requested your last decision. The journey are really great. What does that mean? The journey are really great.
Dude, these are paid. These
Journey
are
to the West.
straight-
Yeah.
Dude, someone needs to look into this shit. This is.
Yeah,
Okay, break
Steam
out.
needs to like ban this game or something.
Yeah, MMOs.com is gonna write an editorial or at least a news article pointing out these fake reviews, and we're gonna publish it out there so everybody hears us.
Damn.
Dude, this,
We're gonna kick the little guy while he's down. All right.
Yeah,
We're coming for you, other land.
We're all about.
it's just so funny. I mean, these are so obviously paid reviews because I'm looking at like the moment I looked at it, it's mostly positive. There's no chance. If you look at the earlier reviews, they're all negative because the game is garbage. There's no reason anyone should buy Otherland. Don't look at the reviews. The game is Duke, straight Duke of the Duke. All right, stay away.
Going
You're
from
the
a bad product to
negative stars.
going
Negative
from-
stars. They're
alright,
gonna, the new Otherland trailer is going to come out saying the Duke of the Duke Omer from MMOs.com. They're going to quote it. All right.
let's move on to a good product. All right, so that was a bad product, and this is my
Yes.
trailer. It's not really Halloween, but there's a broom in it, and brooms are kind of Halloween, right?
I'm sold. If it's a broom, it's
Alright,
Halloween.
It's a commercial video for Discord, the chat app I like. And I'm trying to get some people to switch over. They're like, no, Skype is good enough, or raid call is good enough. So this will convince you, hopefully.
How much do they pay you, Erhan? I want to know.
Keep pimping
Why are you
them.
being stubborn?
I know. How
Don't
much?
use
How much you get paid?
It's a
huh?
good trailer, though. I'm not gonna lie. This is a really good trailer
Fancy
for
when
this
you
one.
use it?
I do
That's
really
your
like
mom
this
coming in
part.
your
I don't
room
know why
and
you
being
guys don't
like,
get
"Yo,
on it.
here's a
I think it's the way to go.
Clean your room, child. It's
So
brand
for those who
new,
don't know, Discord is kind of a
got all these
alternative to
awesome
Skype or
buttons and
TeamSpeak or
things.
Event. It kind of
You're like,
combines
"No,
the
Mom.
elements of both.
No,
It's
Mom,
just
I
it's
gotta
super
Yeah.
easy to use. So
Beautiful.
check it out. Just
I'm gonna use this
you know,
broom
try it. I
and
think
clean my room.
it's worth trying.
Stupid. Don't
There's
be
nothing wrong
stupid.
with it. It's
Use
pretty
the broom.
solid.
Use Discord.
It's got the same exact interface as Slack. It's like
Yeah,
that
yeah, it
slick,
does. It
That
does.
slick. Please invest in our startup interface.
Dude, I would invest if I could.
All right. What else? What else we got this week, guys? Anything else Halloween related?
No, I can talk
Halloween's
about
done. Bury
Yeah.
Halloween. No
Burn
more
in Hell
Halloween.
Halloween. Well, speaking of early access games, open beta games, I don't even know the difference anymore. Dragamon Hunter
Dragon,
Open beta.
entered open beta.
Dragamon.
Open beta.
Dragamon. Yeah, it did. It was
Dragamon.
quick.
Dragamon Hunters.
transition.
Dragamon
Dragomons are the champions.
We're definitely playing on that. I do like the sound of Dragamon. I did not have a chance to play it. Omer, you did, and it looked pretty cutesy and kawaii to me.
All right, graphics are gorgeous because for some reason X Legend, the guys behind Eden Eternal, Aura
Yes.
Kingdom, Grand Fantasia, all these games, they make like the most gorgeous anime-inspired games. Like graphically, like for some reason they have the best artists because the game is sleek and beautiful. So if you like anime graphics, it's worth checking out right away based on that alone.
Okay, but you know, graphics only go so far because People can say they love Black Desert's graphics, but then they're like, oh, the gameplay, blah blah blah. So what about Did you kill any monsters? Did you catch them all?
I did not catch them all because I've been playing a different game this week, which I think.
Hold on.
I think everybody else. All right, but I did my first look video for it, but it was in closed beta, and the open beta was the next day anyway, so I didn't get a chance.
Okay.
So I don't want to keep playing just to get wiped, so got to give a more earnest look at it soon. But I mean, based on my experience with other X-Legend games, I've played Ore Kingdom. I played Eater Trail is the one I probably played the most.
I played that game too.
Yeah, Eater Trail was really fun. So, and Ore Kingdom was pretty solid too. So, based on that alone, it's worth checking out. But I feel like what X-Legend does is there's a Chinese saying they polish the jade. So what that means is basically
very Chinese.
So when like a lot of these Hong Kong movies and like kung fu movies are all the same. Like the movie directors in Hong Kong will make like Fury Fist number 17. Okay, they'll keep making the same movie over and over again with very minor improvements. So with X-Legend, it's almost like they're polishing the jade. They keep releasing the same art style game, the same kind of game over and over again with minor improvements. So I mean, if you like Kung Fu Fighter number 12, you're gonna like Kung Fu Fighter number 17. All right.
We did have 10 Founders Pack keys, 5 of 2 different Founders Packs that we gave away on Twitter. If you didn't get one, I'm sorry. We tried to be as random as possible.
Yeah, so do follow the MMOs.com Twitter because we do give away fun stuff once in a while. So Sean got 10 keys for Dragon Ball Hunter, which they're worth $50 each.
I actually didn't get them. Our writer Matt gave them. We gotta give.
Matt got them.
Gotta give credit where credit's due, right?
Yeah, we gotta bring Matt onto this podcast one day.
Definitely.
All right, Matt. I don't know if you listen to this podcast, or but you're gonna be joining us soon. All right, whether you like it or not, it's been publicly announced.
I have a random question about Dragon Ball Hunter. Now, that is not the name for the game in China or Asia, Taiwan, where it's made.
It's always something different.
So now I have a question: is it Fantasy Frontier, which came out in 2013, which I think that's what it is, or is it Dragon Slayer?
I'm pretty sure it's Dragon Slayer.
Really? So that's the most. But then we're up to date. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's Dragon Slayer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're up to
cute
date.
as Dragon Ball Hunter, though.
It does sound much cuter.
Really? You like the Dragonmon better?
I mean, it sounds cuter. It sounds more appropriate for what it is.
Really? It's trying to be like Digimon and Pokemon, so I like Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I kind of like Dragon Slayer online better, the name.
Dragon Slayer sounds like a Frank Frazetta painting, something bloody and manly, Going out there with your shirt off to kill a dragon. That's what I think. I think of Arnold Schwarzenegger killing dragons.
How much cooler is their trailer, though? The Asian trailer for the game.
We gotta censor ours. We have standards.
Do you think girls want to play Dragon Slayer or Dragon Ball Hunter? Huh?
Good point. Good point.
Oh, that part's true.
Gotta get the girls.
But this one's got a Japanese song playing.
You can put their pictures up, right?
And their player.
I like this song much better.
Is this is this Japanese? I can't even tell.
Oh, the game has Japanese voice actors, guys. That's really cool. I think.
Yeah, this is Japanese. Yeah, this is Japanese.
Damn.
I thought that was really cool. I pointed out in my first video too. It's like when you talk to NPCs and stuff, it's all like famous Japanese voice actors.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is a pretty smart move. Because people that would want to get into that are,
Again, anime-inspired graphics. So your fans are generally fans of anime, so they can connect with it a bit more.
Yep.
Oh, on the anime front, somewhat unrelated, but last week we took a little while to get our podcast up because we put a scene from El Noah Zero in it because we were talking about anime, and apparently they got copyright claimed and the whole video got screwed, so we had to like re-upload it. So
yeah. What happened? How'd you get rid of it? You just
we just got rid of it and put the logo for the podcast there instead.
All right.
We had to re-render it and it took like an hour, and uploading took another 2 hours.
If you're listening, you're being jerks.
Yeah, well, it was, I think Sony Entertainment claimed copyright. Sony Entertainment Japan claimed.
But it's YouTube's choice to auto flag it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was Google, I'd be like, no, you Google, file a complaint, don't side automatically with the copyright holder.
It's free advertising for El Noah Zero, and everyone watching the show doesn't deserve it. So you know what?
Yeah, and you're allowed fair use. We didn't show any videos. We literally just showed the trailer.
The funny thing is, legally we're allowed to do it because it falls into fair use. However, if I was to file a fair use complaint, it would take Google a week to review my complaint, and then they would reinstate the video. But then the video wouldn't be available to you guys until next week, which is stupid. So my only choice is either A, wait a week, or B, take it down and upload it without the content. I mean, even though I'm in the right, I have to end up delaying the video for everybody else.
That's some grown-up learning right there. That's what happens when you fight the man, kids.
All right, well, so for being a jerk, being a jerk YouTube, here, I'm going to teach everyone a trick, all right?
Here's a trick.
Use Chrome or Firefox, go to the plugin store, and download 4K video downloader, okay? You can download videos off YouTube with this. So steal their
actually-
bandwidth. Steal their bandwidth.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever want to download a video, use 4K video downloader. It's
Also,
free and it works really well. I use it to grab clips for my weekly news video using that.
You should also marvel at YouTube's amazing compression because it's really ridiculous how small the files are.
Also, just to give another jab to YouTube because I'm mad at them. Don't pay for YouTube Red. You know, that's a
Oh, it's
subscription
a whole
service.
big thing I've been hearing about.
Oh,
Just
man.
use AdBlock Plus. It's free. Use AdBlock. You're a-okay. All right?
Yeah.
Even
AdBlock
though
Plus.
you won't see my ads. I don't care. You know, I want you to have an awesome YouTube experience. I want you to enjoy the videos. I have no problem with you guys using AdBlock on my videos. Okay.
And our site. If you guys go to MMOs.com, turn on the ad block. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we only have one ad anyway, and honestly, don't worry about our money. Just we want to make a fun website, good resource for you guys. That's the most important thing anyway. So, AdBlock is awesome. Definitely use it.
Karma is the currency we trade in.
Yes, Karma coins. Karma coins.
Hopefully we're rewarded in this life though, and not the next one.
That's like
I don't really
that's
feel
like
like
the
waiting.
name. Isn't Karma Coins the name of
Yes.
Nexon currency?
Yes, you go to the GameStop and buy some Karma coins. It's like those.
Is that Nexon or is there some
God.
is there some generic
No,
one? I thought
it's
it was
it's a broad-based generic one. I
Yeah.
think
Is that
you
still
can
around?
redeem it everywhere. I think so. Karma coin.
I don't know.
So wait,
I know it's Nexon for sure because
No, it's not Nexon.
I use those.
it's usable for I think
It's usable for Nexon.
Yeah.
Nexon, I
It's not
mean, for
Nexons
sure.
though. Yeah.
it works on everything.
Whatever happened to the other one? You know, the one that had it was like a red card and had like the dude's face on it. It was like,
I know.
damn, what was it called?
It's a game card. I remember that.
Wait, so
Yeah.
sure, you actually use these Karma Coin cards?
Oh, you don't even want to know, dude.
Why? You can just buy it online. I never got the point of these.
Credit card.
Yeah.
No, okay. So Nexon caps you on the if you use like online currency, like card or whatever, like you can't buy certain things in their shop.
What?
I'm not even kidding you. Like it locks you.
So wait, they don't want your money. Is that what you're saying?
You gotta wait like a little bit. So I was like, fuck that. So I just go to the store and just buy them, so I don't have to wait.
Here's some Karma coins for you guys.
All
But I
right.
think if you use PayPal, I think there's less restriction on PayPal than credit cards. Because I think PayPal is a preferred source of payment for most of these free-to-play games.
Love PayPal.
I love PayPal as well. They're a solid service.
That's so weird that they do that because Karma Coin Company must take a cut from Nexon, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's how they make money.
Yeah. So I don't know why they would. I don't know why they cap you, so you have to use a third party.
Like here. Let me find it. There's
no,
like
I
a
believe you. I'm just
different-
saying it's so stupid of Nexon.
It's actually different currency too. So like, say I bought like $10 worth of points, right?
Okay.
Using those cards, right? So I'll have $10 of points, and then I use $10 to buy credit card, and then say like I spend 7 already, so I'm like, or say I want to buy something that's worth 20, I can't because
It's
it's
two
two
separate
different
wallets.
pools of. Yeah, it's stupid. Like
It is stupid. That
fucking hate it,
sounds
dude.
really stupid.
Well,
But about this YouTube Red too, who's going to sign up for that? Like, why?
the devil.
The YouTube Red, for you don't know, is just a YouTube without ads, but you can just use AdBlock to do that for free. So
I
I,
mean,
don't
it's
know.
for people who don't know about AdBlock. It's people who haven't had their 16-year-old neighbor reformat their computer and
Okay.
install AdBlock.
It's for old people, all right? It's for old people.
All right. So this is your mission, guys. If you're listening, find one of your non-tech savvy friends and teach them about AdBlock. You'll be doing them a huge
just,
service.
Just install it for them because
Oh,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to understand. You know,
Yeah.
That's the way it normally goes.
Oh yeah,
But
now something I wanted to bring up for a while. What game were you guys? What game have you guys been playing this week? A game that
don't know
we
the
should touch
answer.
upon a little bit earlier, but it's a game that we've all been checking out.
We all know we've all been playing Tree of Savior, or at least tried it.
Tree of Savior.
All right. So
My-
I want to hear everyone's thoughts on this one because I know we all
Oh
played it.
boy.
Who
All
wants
right.
to start?
I'll-
I think
I'll go
since,
last.
since Omer had the least amount of playtime, I think he should start.
All right,
Okay.
I
all
think
right.
you only did the beginning.
I'm level 23 or 4,
Okay.
and I've been playing with Shu. I hopped on and then she was on too, so I started playing. It's a lot of fun. I did a first look video for it already, and it's amazing. I was telling Shu earlier, like this is like so obviously what Ragnarok Online 2 should have been. Like, it's obviously what it should have been because this is like it takes a lot of Ragnarok and it kind of almost like improves on it because it feels more fluid because you can play with you have multiple control options with the gamepad, mouse, or keyboard. And I thought the keyboard would be kind of weird for a game like this. You know, having played Ragnarok for such a long time, I'm used to playing with the mouse. But then the keyboard just works really well.
They,
So it
they
felt-
improved on everything too. It's like
Yeah.
the art. The art looks just like how you would expect Ragnarok to look with an upgrade, right?
Maggie. The
Combat.
artist is Maggie something.
the combat felt fun too, which is something I haven't said about a lot of games. Like, because like it felt very like when you kill the whole group of monsters, you want to AOE kill them all. and like there's an overspawn of these like enemies. You just pull all them together and just do massive AoE damage. And when you level up, everything blows up on the screen. It just feels satisfying.
They explode.
It just feels so satisfying. And the class system is apparently like crazy too. Because I mean, I didn't point this out in my first look video, but I mean, there's so many class advancements, and you can actually level 15. You can pick like for my warrior, I could pick whether it be a defender, a two-hander, or I can become a warrior. I can become a swordsman too, which improves upon my current skills rather than switching to another class. So the way you progress is actually original. It's different too because you control the path you go.
Yeah,
and you can it's incredible.
And just like the original, there's like 2 levels basically in this game. There's like a base level, and then there's your class level. And I think every 15 levels you get a class point, right? Something like that.
Yeah, every 15.
Yeah.
Every 15 you get to advance to the next.
Well, advance or stay, right?
Right.
Yeah, you can stay advance.
Yeah.
Like
there's only 3 tiers within each class.
Yep.
So it's like a sphere grid. So not a sphere grid, but it's like spheres, and you're constantly bulging out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the most refreshing aspect of the game has been how I had a question if I was screwing up or not on bosses, because I'm like level 30 something, and bosses can actually kill me, and I'm always thinking, did I screw up somewhere along the way? Because I'm not used to dying or having to work at all when I'm fighting. And
it's usually easy mode.
So yeah, exactly. So it's like I'm used to being able to passively play, and I would again watch a show while I'm grinding. And I've tried to do that in Tree of Savior. It can't happen. And
that's
also,
a good thing, I think.
When is the last time you played a game where you had to use pots? I
true.
am so happy to have to buy pots because it just.
Dude, mana's such an issue, right? Like,
but I respec today's issue, and mana's no longer an issue. I figured out a better spec. I went all spell recharge and con, and I got rid of int because of the way int works. You don't get more benefits out of it until higher levels. I'll share my build later. That's the other thing too. There's so many builds.
Did you make that build like knowing that you can respec though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing too about respecing, right? And I think a lot of people who've been playing don't realize, but you get these eye coins, and they allow you to respec your skills and your stats. And by accomplishing achievements, you earn the eye coins. But you got to talk to an NPC in the main town called Lena. So once you know that, you could just. I don't know if that's just for the closed beta. I'm hoping it's not, because I think one issue I foresee is that if the game locks you into your progression path and you would have to regrind to get back to where you were, that's going to be unfortunate, because
that's how Ragnarok was.
That's how Ragnarok was. I get it, but the thing is, Ragnarok was also more linear than this, and like the possibilities are crazy because you have 4 standard classes and you branch out and you continuously branch. I think up to 9 levels, right? And while I don't think you should be able to change your previous classes, being able to at least change your skills and stats regularly will help people play with different builds. And this game, I think, is going to be very heavily focused on finding the optimal build or one that works for you. And I'm hoping they make it easy to change your stats.
I feel like since they already have that whole like your class path is locked, I don't see a problem with having the reset, right? Because
no, I don't think
you already are locked into your class path, right? Like you decided what you're tier 2 cryomancer right now.
Yeah. No.
Tier 1.
No. Yeah. I'm still. Because I kept remaking characters.
You can't remove that though, right? It's like you're a cryomancer. That's what you want.
That's it.
But if you fuck up within your cryomancer, we'll let you fix that. I think that's okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, that's fair. If you want to make a new class, then you should reroll.
Yes.
And I think they'll let you keep that. I think they'll let you keep the iCoin thing for achievements or whatever.
I hope so. And they're really easy to get.
Yeah.
Tree of Savior music, all right. Tree of Savior music. Look at this.
Fantastic.
First of all, why is this called? Aaron, you upload the soundtrack. Why is this called Tree of Savior? And look at the subtitle for this.
Music. I have no idea.
Music prostitute.
Amazing.
This is track.
Though.
Let's listen to the music prostitute, all right, guys? The music hall. So this track is literally called Music Prostitute.
That sounds funny.
Baudelaire would listen to.
So if it's incorrectly named, it's Aaron's fault. But I thought it was pretty funny.
It must not. It can't be the real name, can it?
I think Music Prostitute's my favorite right now.
Pretty solid. I like the music. Music Prostitute's good beats.
This is probably just a poor translation because it was originally in Korean, and then when it went to English, something got misconstrued.
Skip ahead. It sounds nice.
This beat comes on in the mines, and I'm just like, grinding. I'm in the zone. I'm so
the music
ready.
in the game is superb overall. Again, because it's the same guys that did Ragnarok, Sound Temp.
I do want to comment on one experience I had. If you're into closed beta, it's a great time to experiment with all the different classes, I've noticed enormous class imbalances. I don't know if it's intentional. For example, the swordsman, you can literally play it blind. You know, like you just hold down the button, you just kill everything.
You plow through the screen.
Yeah, in the bosses, you take away like a tenth of a boss's health in one hit. But my first class was the hunter, the archer, then the hunter, and that is not the case with that class. That class does way less damage. The AOE is less. The skill is still good, you know, and skills are important in this game. You can't just auto attack bosses unless you're a swordsman.
Yeah, if you're swordsman, you can.
Yeah, if you're swordsman, you can just tank a boss and just own it. You know, for the first, you know, a couple hours, no problem. But that's not the case with hunter. The cleric is also surprisingly strong. I've noticed. And I have not tried the wizard.
Okay, but somebody pointed out in my video when I mentioned that PvP wise, hunters apparently are strong.
Oh, okay.
Because again, the single target damage too. I mean, you don't need to do AOE cleave when you're doing PvP.
Yeah.
But also keep in mind, the game kind of wants you to be in a party. It feels very party oriented, so everyone kind of fills their role in a party. And if you do that, I think when the game comes out, I'm gonna need an established party to play this with and grind. Otherwise, it's gonna take so long. And I think it's also gonna be more fun that way. So that way, then I can actually play like a support class because there's so many options to play different roles.
Hey, Mara, do you remember when we played together? And like, this is one thing I really love about Tree of Saviors. Like, we were playing. Remember, we were in the mines, and there was just that random guy that was like, "Hey, can I join you guys?" We're like, "Sure."
Yeah.
Right? It's like you just
we made
meet
a buddy.
people,
Making
you know?
friends.
We made a
I had
friend,
different
guys.
experience.
That's,
I've tried
like,
making
so
friends
dead,
3
you know?
times. Everyone
If
ignored
you
me.
guys want to make friends, come to my Discord.
Maybe they were Brazilian. Maybe they were Brazilian. They don't understand you.
No, they just didn't. They were insulting my mother. And
Oh, wow.
I've only met hostility.
I will say this. I was a little. I mean, I expected it, but I was a little frustrated at times at the lag during the closed beta.
Expected.
Yeah. And it would work fine for sometimes, and then all of a sudden I just couldn't like change maps or something like that.
You get
Yeah,
disconnected.
So,
it would just be a while before anything updates.
But again, it shows the game is popular, so that's nice. It's gonna be big.
No, dude, if you want to complain about lag, I think I can complain the most about lag of everybody here.
What happened?
So I play a Div Derbis, which is the carpenter class, and my skills straight up don't work because of the lag. Like none of my abilities work because my character, what she does is she puts like down a piece of wood and she carves a statue, and it gives like an AOE buff like people around the statue, and because of the lag, it's like it won't work because it like lags during the part that you're carving it, and then it like can't communicate with the server that like you put it down, so it just cancels, and then it goes on cooldown, which is like a minute, right? And to add insult to injury, it like costs materials to make the statue. Yeah. So it's like you're just like my cost is just useless, and like I mean they've announced that they're aware of the issue. It's one of their top issues right now, but it's just you literally can't play the class unless you hack. You have to speed hack to play the game to play the class pretty much. That's the workaround.
It'll be fixed though by the time it releases for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully the friends list is fixed too, because I can't make it.
You can't make friends doesn't work at all.
But also aware of that. Here, I'll paste this to you. This is the list of issues that they're aware of and working on for the next release, which hopefully will get a patch on Tuesday. Which is, I think, I'm hoping that fixes the DF Derby's bugs and stuff.
There's one other thing. What Shu said, it reminded me of an idea I've had for a while. Shu said we bumped into a random guy and he joined our party. We had fun. I think somebody's got to create a service that connects MMO players with each other. So imagine this, because first of all, MMOs are social games. So imagine, let's say, like Tree of Saviors about to come out with open beta, right? So everyone they go to this website like MMOmatchmaker.com or something, right? Just threw that out there.
MMOs.com/matchmaker.
Boom, there you go. You go there, right? And then you put your name down for Tree of Savior. So it'll be like, Omer, Tree of Savior, open beta. And it'll randomly assign me, when the game launches, and it'll pick everyone that picked Tree of Savior, right? It'll randomly assign 5 of us to a Discord group. Or a Skype chat, or event chat. So we'll say Discord is the easiest to use, right? And then those 5 will be grouped together, and everyone will be grouped together, a group of 5 random people. And then you guys bond together, and you meet new people.
So it's
you have to make sure you have like time.
It arranges a time for you to play. It just says, okay, everybody be on at this time. And then boom, you make new friends, and it's a nice way to like.
How about
break
just
ice.
like a public Discord channel and people just
No, it's intimidating. This already divides you into groups already in more manageable groups, like 5 people at a time.
it should just automatically pick the time too. It should just be like
Yeah,
you're playing at this time, and if someone has a problem with it, they have to say they have a problem with
yeah,
it
and
and
they get
suggest a
kicked out and
new
replaced
time.
by somebody else. Yeah.
How about just
Right?
a random Discord channel with voice deactivated or just chat?
I think it can be both. You can check.
You know what I'm
if
saying?
you wanna do
That way
voice
you can
or
just talk and then you can move into a voice channel together.
But what about you check off in MMOs.com/matchmaker if you want to do voice or just chat. But I think the randomness of it is it breaks the ice a little bit. You know, these are random people. You don't know them. Nothing can happen if you have nothing to be embarrassed about, and boom, you just start playing.
What is this? Is
You're
this like
gonna-
is this
you're
like
gonna-
speed dating? I don't understand.
Well, I mean,
Don't you get embarrassed?
let's be real. A lot of MMO users are kind of shy. You know,
Of a chat
You're
channel?
gonna-
Like not a voice channel, a chat
voice
channel.
chat. Yeah, but you can pick which one you want. In my situation,
I don't
think
know.
really-
Are you gonna have a filter
I think it's more cringy than just a random chat channel everyone just joins and chills.
but there's too many people. Like
We'll call this software cringe.
Cringe.
MMOs.com/cringe. Here we go. It's happening. No, but if you have a chat channel with too many people in it, it's not like personal at all. You can't do anything then, because it's
No,
genuine.
but then you can
It doesn't
move.
solve
Like
the
okay, there'll be like a
problem.
general chat, and hey, who wants to play Tree Savior?
It doesn't. It
And they
doesn't
move.
solve your problem though. That doesn't solve the problem that Omer's trying to solve, which is that people are shy. If you automatically throw everyone into a room and,
Yes.
like, this is your group,
Yeah.
then you're not. You lose
not
that
picking.
shyness
You're not
because this
going.
is your. Yeah, it's you
You
don't
should-
have the opportunity to feel like you got last picked on the basketball court. It's like.
Oh
it
my
puts you in a
God.
different-
She understands my vision.
Yeah, I understand. I see where you're going. Omer.
I think there's a real demand.
I don't think so. I'm gonna say no, but we'll leave it to the comments if anyone wants.
I'm gonna side with Erhan on this one.
Sean,
Thank you.
You've been on the fence.
You guys are
here.
making it cringy, by the way. If it's just a general chat, it's not cringy. Like, hey, who wants to play? If no one answers, all right, peace. But
No,
if yours is
there-
like,
there is
hey
something
guys,
like
4
this
p.m.,
already
let's all
exists.
meet up, and then like
Fulfills
some.
the-
Oh my god.
It fulfills what you want to do with it. Like, who cares if it's cringy?
It feels like your
hen-
mom's setting a date for
hentai
you.
is cringy, but if it fulfills
No, no,
what I
no.
want, so I watch hentai.
It feels like your mother's setting up like a play date for you.
But it's not. It's done automatically. It would be a bad idea.
I don't know. That's a cringe fest,
It's all
dude.
done with
I ain't feeling
the
this.
program. All right.
There is a video game social network called
A lot of them have been trying to do.
Gamers, and I hate it.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on.
Yes, good idea.
So Tree of Savior isn't the only game in closed beta. The long-awaited oil simulator, Blade and Soul, is finally in closed beta
But why is it an oil simulator?
because it's just a bunch of women lathered in shiny oil and
Oh,
cheekly breasts. So
I've seen a lot.
I was
of,
on the spot there, all right?
I've seen a lot of good good Blade and Soul art, so to say. Rule 30.
Yeah, I've actually seen a lot of it on the MMOs.com Pinterest. Happens to be the most popular one.
Oh, Sean's spreading the goods. I see.
Yes. So I haven't actually played Blade and Soul yet. I've heard good things about the 1v1 PvP, but beyond that, I don't really know how to feel about it. It feels like so many games are coming out at the same time. Someone can't pass,
All
right?
First of all, I got to say right away.
Go ahead.
The beginning of this video is really cool. One blade is all it takes to conquer. Put 5 swords in the proper hands, and you can defeat the armies of hell.
Damn.
By Master Hong. All right, continue.
No, that was. I'm just soaking in that quote.
Okay, another reason some people didn't play Blade and Soul, is because you need a Founders Pack to play, which is definitely a big negative for me. I'm not a fan of this Founders Pack
yeah.
required to play beta tests.
We also were not given keys after I requested them, and that's also a big turnoff. So
I'm not. To be honest, I'm not feeling the Blade and Soul. They're selling Founders Pack for a game that's literally 5 years old now.
Yeah, that's what makes me angry.
No,
about
I'm not. I ain't about that.
yeah,
I'm not feeling the Founders Pack. I mean, I'll play it and try it regardless, but the business model of trying to sell beta access to a game that's 5 years is
I'll wait for open beta to try this 5-year-old game. Sorry, guys.
you know what's
Yeah.
funny? I didn't realize this, but Tree of Savior doesn't have a Founders Pack.
Yeah.
You know what?
Does Black Desert even have a Founders Pack?
No, because
No,
it's literally
right?
buy to play.
Well, it wasn't in other regions though. That was a recent announcement. They would have had Founders Packs earlier.
Yeah, I hate this Founders Pack thing. I've said it before. Maybe I'll write an editorial about me hating it, but me grumbling about it.
So let's talk about
Oh,
Black
only one
Desert
guy
for a minute
grumbles.
there.
Only one guy here grumbles.
Let's talk
I
about Black
think I
Desert. Yeah.
grumble more than you, Gumby.
You probably do.
Okay, so I found a really nice part about this video. I want you guys to see. This Blade and Soul video. Let's
This is gonna prove my aphorism.
All right, from this. Look at this boob jiggle. All right, look at this boob jiggle.
I bet it's not physically accurate.
It's nice. It's a nice boob jiggle.
Alright, let's see this.
My eyes.
Again, that's
I
not
saw
how
it,
they work.
My eyes caught it. If you refresh, you'll see it too. If you missed it, I think you're off.
I saw.
I don't need to refresh. It's burned into my memory.
I need to make a GIF of this and like repeat on loop. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now while we keep talking.
So the only reason I really want to try this is just for the PvP, because I watched Fever, whose videos I like a lot, and he was raving about it. But other than that, I don't know. There's so many alternatives. I mean, what's really drawing me into this game? I don't know, boobs? That's really it. I could just play Black Desert. That has better boobs, so...
That's a pretty big draw, you know?
I guess. Is it enough? Does Scarlet Blade still exist? I guess it does, right?
Yeah, it does.
People still play it?
They do.
That's
Not like
sad.
not huge numbers though. I mean, the game was obvious.
Sex sells on a different level.
Well, we also did play Black Desert.
We did. Thought we lost the connection there for a second.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe Omar dropped out.
I'm here. I muted by accident.
Oh, all right. Well, Black Desert was fun. We played that a little bit. That's also in alpha right now. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was actually surprised. That exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the combat in that game, and I think I don't know. Some people have. I would like to see maybe someone in the comments who's try and explain what it is they hate about the combat if they do. But I thought it was very refreshing, even if it is just taking away your number keys. Because everything's in one spot, right? And I don't mind using S and F, and it felt very combo chained, and like knowing when to use what skill, and also it looked so fluid. But it was engaging. I felt like every battle was a fight, not just a passive grind.
My biggest the thing that surprised me was the fact that the world felt alive. And that doesn't happen a lot for me in MMOs these days. But there was, if you noticed, the towns and villages were packed with NPCs.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't just like the one merchant standing in one place. Even in Tree of Saber, right, in town, it's like the town is so scripted. Like all the NPCs just stand there, right? And
Yeah, but I don't expect that kind of immersion from Trio Savior.
yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
not dissing the game. I'm saying different.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of game. First of all, it's like more 2D, so it's
Yeah.
not trying to be as immersive. But in Black Desert, you had towns packed with NPCs. You had traders, wagons, like walking around on the roads. So it was
Maybe
really
too
well
many.
done.
Black Desert had a lot of NPCs everywhere. Like,
I like
it's not
that.
just there's not just one merchant. There's like a dozen merchants, and they're all selling goods. And I also loved how there's always a giant in every town getting interrogated.
That
was
part
pretty
was
fun.
pretty cool, yeah.
It felt immersive.
I think too we missed a lot in the game. I think there's a lot more going on in terms of housing, fishing, attributes, crafting. So we got a very bare bones taste. But I'm not gonna go and dive in on an alpha test.
We're discussing the cost that we'd be willing to pay. So it will be buy to play in America.
Oh yeah.
For me, $40 is a sweet spot. I might actually pay for that price for that.
I think 20 is a sweet spot. You can't go
20,
more.
20.
20 is
20 no
20
20 is obviously better than 40, but no one's gonna pay. I think they're gonna
Realistically,
charge
it
more
won't be
than
20.
Yeah, realistically, it won't be
40 is
20.
a good price tag
Yeah.
in terms of realism. If it
20,
tries
I
for
think
60,
a lot of people will buy it.
20.
40, I think it's gonna be very restrictive. I think people that like the hardcore buy play people will buy it, but I think a lot of free to play users will buy it at 20. 19.99. That's the number for me.
That's number a year from release, or like 6 months from release.
or a sale price probably.
Yeah, a sale. That's a sale price. I
or
don't-
the patch price, expansion price. We all know it's not going to be 20.
All right.
Yeah.
There's one other game I want to touch up on before we go. I mean, this is kind of just launched very recently, so it's worth talking about. Moo 2 apparently there's a leaked video of the gameplay right now. Supposedly Moo 2.
Yes.
Ooh, Moo is
And-
a classic.
Moo Online, believe it or not, is WebZen's most profitable title by a landslide. So that's why it's worth mentioning. I mean, Moo is where it's at.
So action RPG, Diablo-esque.
Does it remind you just like Diablo?
Yeah, kind
I
of like
couldn't
Pavilion,
tell the
Diablo,
difference.
Path of Exile.
The Lost Ark, they go for the same kind
Yep.
of feel.
Oh, it's
Actually, I
even
think it
green.
looks
They,
just like
there's
Pavilion.
even like green armor, green items dropped that were like the special loot.
Yeah. So I want to show you while you after that video. Here's a little image on WebZen and where all their money comes from. Like WebZen, they're the guys behind. They have Man 2 as well, but they have a bunch of random games.
Great game.
Man 2 is actually one of their big money drivers, Sean.
Yeah, shocking.
Holy crap.
But apparently 83% of their money comes from Moo. So the fact that they make it Moo 2 is, I guess, it's big news for a lot of people. I mean, mostly I would say in China, because I don't think too many people in the West play Moo Online. But I played the Moo Online Western server. A lot of people do play on it. It's a big player base. So again, so I retract the statement. A lot of people play in the West, but it's probably a lot bigger in China still, because everything's bigger in China.
Well, we're reaching an hour now, and we want to kind of keep it tight this week. So I'll drop one more thing because I want the last word here. Another one of the best moves Tria Saver has made is that they will be publishing in America and probably the West in general through Steam.
Ah, yes.
That is a beautiful move.
That
I know.
is genius.
I have friends who are literally only trying the beta and now like the game and will play it only because it's on Steam. They were not willing to make an account elsewhere, for example.
I think a lot of people are having that thought process now. Like they want to stay on the Steam platform. You know, if it's
Yes.
somewhere else, like nah, I got plenty of games on Steam.
Yeah,
Why should I
there's
download?
too many choices. Why make myself? Why go out of my way?
You mean
And then like Steam is so convenient, like it downloads so fast compared to other
Oh, yeah.
platforms,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like
Yeah.
I can download like a 5 gig game in like 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And to keep that Steam thing going, Aeon, which is NCSoft's it's an old game now, MMORPG. It's now
It's still one
on
of their
Steam.
flagship titles.
Yep, it's on Steam, and that's it's a godsend to me, I think, because if you guys try to make an account on NCSoft for Aeon, you have to like make 2 accounts, activate
It's
the
stupid.
game.
It's terrible.
Like it needs like a capital letter, all this nonsense.
point?
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of pressure points. I was really frustrated. The only reason I launched it was to like get screenshots, but like so now that it's on Steam, I think a lot more people will try it and stick with it.
You mean you don't prefer to use Area Ignite or OG Planet Launcher? Those are my preferred
I do
choices.
not.
If they make me do that, I'm far less likely to play your game.
Actually, Area Ignite and stuff are way better than the NCSoft launcher. That thing was garbage.
No, the problem with Area Ignite is it installs this stupid spyware on your computer that keeps uploading this nonsense. You know, it installs this P2P web downloader that if you don't uninstall is constantly uploading.
All right, that's my
Almost
next
all
column. That's my next column. Down with the launchers. Just go with Steam.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
I'm good with
Good
that.
call.
Boom. Call
Need
it.
it tomorrow.
All right, about that last word. Okay, we gotta mention that MMOs.com lost a $300 bet on Coup Tigers on League of Legends, unfortunately. So the winning team was SK Telecom. But I do want to point out that Coup Tigers took 1 game off of them. All right,
Was it close at least, or
they took 1 game off of them.
Out of
The other
5,
games-
right? Best of 5.
Best of 5 was 3-1. But prior to this, SK Telecom was unstoppable. I don't think they lost a single game. So
Clean sweep.
clean
Coup.
sweep by them. So bye bye $300.
Are there
GG.
upsets? Have there been a big upset so far this year in the league? I
No,
know Dota had a
the-
lot of huge upsets.
League finals were boring because not just finals, the whole tournament was really. The last 16 teams was so boring. There was really no upsets. It was all
Oh.
every game was 3-0 or 3-1.
Wow.
Every single one.
Huh.
So it was never 2-2. It was close. It was a fun, exciting game. It was unfortunate.
We'll have to leave this talk for another time. But I think the meta is so much more boring in league relative to Dota.
Well, we
Yeah.
can that's different ball game right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, we'll pick up on that next time. So that's it for this week. Omar and I will be traveling to the Near East tomorrow, or we'll be there, I guess, soon.
More
the
information
near
on
the Near East? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a term for the Middle East.
Far East is like China, and Near East is like a little bit closer.
All right.
We'll talk about that next podcast anyway.
Yeah, we'll be able to do the podcast from Istanbul, the capital of the world.
The future capital of the world.
Indeed. All right,
Ottoman Empire will rise again.
inshallah. All right,
Inshallah.
that's it, guys. Take care.
See ya.
Later, guys.
Later.